guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my kitchen. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be making lots of yummy little treats, different savory dishes, sweet dishes. Today I'm going to be making some cranberry biscuits with some blueberry lavender jam, and I just hope you guys will join me while I make whatever my little heart desires, and we'll have fun together. For the blueberry lavender jam, it's like so easy. I always use frozen blueberries that I just throw in the fridge overnight so they defrost, and then I make like a lavender simple syrup, and then I'll throw the blueberries in and mix it, and I just let it cook down so that it gets ooey gooey and sticky, and then it's like the perfect consistency to put on top of biscuits, bread, toast, like whatever you want to eat it on. So usually I'll just mix about a cup of water with about a cup of sugar, and then I like to throw in a lot of lavender. The nice thing about this is you can really do it to your taste. So I like a lot of lavender, so I even take out this little safety guard, and I'll put like a couple tablespoons in here so that it makes lots of delicious lavender flavor. So that way when it boils, so that it dissolves the sugar in the simple syrup, the lavender steeping kind of like a tea, and it really gets the flavor of it. It's so good with the blueberries. So we'll just put the sugar in. And then I'll just put this on the stove, heat it up, and then after it like comes to a boil and the sugar is pretty much all dissolved, then I will put the top on and just let it steep and cool for a while, and then I'll end up putting it through a strainer, and then I'll throw the blueberries in and throw the simple syrup back in, mix it all up, and then just let that cook low and slow. Just the lavender with the syrup, and I'll throw it on the stove and we'll cook it, and we'll see what it looks like after that. Probably cook it at like medium. And then just let it go until it boils, and stir it occasionally so that the sugar doesn't burn at the bottom or anything like that. And yeah, I'll just let it come to a slow boil. Kind of let it sit, hang out, and let the lavender infuse. The sugar is all dissolved, so now it just looks like it's water with little lavender buds floating around in it. And so now I will just cover it with the top and let it sit for about 10 minutes so that the lavender can really infuse into it. And then once the 10 minutes passes up, I will strain the lavender buds out, and I will add it to the blueberries, and it'll be delicious. So for the biscuits, this is actually the recipe that I used when I made it for my bridal shower. And I like looked all over for different recipes and tried different recipes. I kind of wanted scones, but I didn't exactly want the scones, so I ended up finding a really good recipe where I just used some bisquick mix, and then I put some heavy whipping cream in there and a little bit of sugar and a little vanilla, and then I mix it in, and when it's almost like combined completely, I will throw in some cranberries, and then once it gets into a good like doughy togetherness mixture, then I will just scoop it up, and I will sprinkle sugar on top, put them on the baking sheet, and then I throw them in the oven about 400 for about 10-15 minutes. I just watch them till they're nice and golden brown, and take them out and enjoy them. So I'm just going to take some of the bisquick mix, and I'm really bad at measuring, like really bad. I don't measure. I usually do everything by eye, by feel, by taste. That's kind of how I was taught to cook, so that's just how I cook now. So throw some of this in. I will give you kind of measurements in the description below. I'm only going to make a few just so I can show you guys. But I'll give you, I'll give you a better description, a better idea of what you can do below. So literally just pour a little cream in there, and then I will add some of the vanilla, and then sugar so that they're a little sweet. You already are gonna have the yummy flavor with the vanilla, but then I'll just mix this in and then add more cream to it all. Get that out of the way. So it all comes together a little bit for you. So it's still really kind of dry. So you just add a little more. And then again, you just kind of play with it so that if you think maybe you need a little more of the biscuit mix, you add that. If you need a little more cream, you can add that. But this is kind of the consistency that you want, where it's kind of together, but not exactly perfect. Not like a perfect dough. And this makes a really, really, really tasty biscuit. Now I'm just gonna add some of these cranberries in. And then we'll put them on the baking sheet. I probably should be better with measuring. And then it looks really pretty. Really, really pretty. I don't know. I love the red color and the cranberries. It just makes it look really, especially right now with Christmas coming, really festive. We would just kind of it really just depends on how big you want them. So just take a good little amount and then I'll just put them on the baking sheet. I am using my toaster oven to make this. And I use my toaster oven a lot because in California it is not always cold. It's usually very, very hot and I hate to heat up the whole house. So I've learned to use my toaster oven to make a lot of different things. So you'll probably see me using my toaster oven a lot because it's just easier than heating up the house, heating up the whole thing. So then I just kind of put them on there, with my hands, and then I will sprinkle a little bit of sugar on all of them. And then I will throw these in the oven and let them bake, like I said, about 10-15 minutes till they're golden brown. So now I'm just gonna pop these in the toaster oven. What I love about this one is I don't even preheat it. I can literally just throw them in there when it's cold. I have it set to 400 and I will bake them. I'll put it about 15 minutes and then they should be done. So I've let lavender and simple syrup steep for a while. So now I'm just gonna take it and pour it out so that I can strain all the lavender out so that all I'm left is delicious simple syrup. It's got a little bit of the color, but it pretty much just looks like water. You can't even really tell.
You smell it.
It's not. It smells good. It smells delicious. Okay. So now I'm going to rinse out just to get any of the lavender buds that maybe didn't come out, so we don't have any of that in the syrup. And then I will come back. I will get my blueberries that I let defrost overnight. And they're so pretty. I will just pour the lavender simple syrup over it. It looks like it's a lot of water, but I'm gonna put this on medium low and let it cook, and I'll be stirring it occasionally. The blueberries will pop and the liquid will reduce and it'll become like jam. They are done. So they're nice golden brown and they've risen, gotten nice and big, fluffy. They're a little soft. And I'm just gonna let them sit here and let them cool. The jam still needs to reduce a little bit, so we'll just wait for that to cook down. It smells delicious. So we'll wait, and I can't wait to enjoy it together. So it's nice and reduced. You can see how nice and thick it is. And as it sits and as it cools, it'll just get thicker. So I always make a lot of jam because it's delicious. And I've actually made this before as gifts, but it comes out really, really thick, really tasty. And you can close it. What's cool is because it's hot, it'll actually seal the jar, so it'll keep it safe because it'll take away the heat, and it'll kind of be like if I had just canned it like actual with the canning process, but it'll end up sealing it, so then when I open it, you'll hear that pop when you open something new. For the biscuits, we have our biscuit, and it cooked up. It's nice, fluffy. The cranberries look really pretty. And then just put some of this delicious jam, berries on top. So you just top it, and then you can just eat it and enjoy.
You have to take a bite and say, go.
So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can join me back for more cooking.